My name is Nana Pomantepem. I'm 35 years of age. I was working with National Ambulance Service as an emergency medical technician. We were at the National Ambulance Service. We did pre-hospital referrals, and I was attending to emergency scenes. But for a period of 3 years, I worked with National Ambulance. But now I've quit National Ambulance Service, and then I'm into piggery and then rabbitry. I quit because I wanted to enter into farming. That is the main reason why I had to quit from the National Ambulance Service. And then this farming too is a labor intensive, so I decided to focus my attention on the farming work here. That is the main reason why I quit. That is everybody, and then the decision that the person will take. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to enter into farming. And then looking at surveying and then doing some research, I think the farming, I have to just focus my attention on the farming. And because it's a labor intensive, I don't have to add up so many things to disrupt me. That is the reason why I decided to quit and then have time for this job that I'm doing. No, I don't regret. I know there's better days ahead as I'm in this farming. Though the salary of the ambulance service wasn't that bad, but this is what I want to do. I know a lot of things will come out from this than the ambulance service. Well, I started here at Mosu here about I started somewhere 2018 April till now. Roughly I've invested 80,000 in this job. I mean, this structure alone cost me somewhere 60,000, but I'm still doing it. Yes. Actually, I started with only 2 pigs. And then later there was this NEP, the National Entrepreneurship and Innovative Plan project, which we took part in. And then, well being so good, we had some fun from there, and then we extended it. Now I have about 76 pigs, which an unfortunate incident happened. That is why I've landed up to this number. Last year my animals were poisoned, and then I had to lose about 87 pigs and then 93 rabbits. That is the reason why I have this number now. But looking at things, I know that yeah, though I was hurt by the death of my animals, but I wasn't, like, I didn't regret it, because I know what I'm up to, and I know what will come. There was nothing like regretting. Though it hurt me, I called the agric officer here, and then they came, they took some samples to 𝐍𝐚𝐭𝐢𝐨, and they saw that it was food poisoning. But later on, I saw the source of where the poison was coming from. But that really empowered me to do more. Yes.
You got to know who poisoned them?
Yes.
It was deliberate?
Yes. Because I'm not from this place. I came from Accra, and then I settled here and then started doing this. Few months after the death of my animals, we had the Queen Mother said we should just relocate, we should move our animals from this place. So we had to rush to the district assembly, and then they came and they sorted everything out. It was there that we saw that maybe the reason why we are doing this, people do not like. But as the DCE came in, everything was settled, and now we can continue our work.
You said you are not from...
I was working with one man here. He was a herbalist, and there were some issues with the man. So the police had to ask the man to leave because of his certificate and a lot of things. So I decided not to go back to Accra again. As I was here, I thought of doing this, but the man rejected. But I didn't mind him, so I continued to this time.
But you legally acquired the land?
Yes.
And paid for it?
Yes. I shouldn't get less than 100,000 cedis from this job that I'm doing. I shouldn't get less than 100,000 cedis from this job that I'm doing in the next 1 year. And the plan is to have a processing plant too. As you can see, the pens were to be 40 pence. Actually, the animals, they weren't here at first. I rented the place, they were there. We just moved them just this Thursday that we moved to this place.
So the poison was not
at the place where they were at first.
but obviously.
The structure that we intended doing, it was 40, it's 40. But because of financial constraints and other things, and then the pressure over there, they were overcrowded in the pen. So we had to first make this quickly and then bring them here. That is why they are here now. So as you can see, we are not yet done. But this side, as for this side, I think it will take some time. As we are just going, then we take time and then we do the other 20. Because they are prolific, and then I know that there is market for pigs. I know. I used to have a joint at Jaso. When I started, I was counting some fun, but it was due to that time that my animals were poisoned, so I had to stop that one.
Did you cry?
Oh no, no. Though I was hurt, but as I said, it motivated me to do more.
About it?
Did I?
Did you dream about it?
Like, as it will happen?
No. After it happened, did you dream, having dreams about it?
No. I'm such a person, when I encounter a problem, I know how to solve it. Yes. There's no need for the problem to overcome me. I have to overcome the problem and then find solutions to that.
So,
Past and gone. It's past and gone. If I was doing something that wasn't right, now I will know how to move my steps, how to do things. So I just have to be cautious of whatever I'm doing. That is all.
has come to apologize. You say I was the one.
Go, because there's nothing that I can do now. They are dead, they are gone. I lost some money, but there's nothing that I can do. Now that I've been able to secure my place, I have to protect this place so that whatever I dream, my dreams will come true. Yeah. Well, the aim of the processing plant is to try and then do some exportation of the meat.
So, like you process it here
Yes,
and then export.
yes.
So,
It's good. And then you don't have to limit yourself to one thing. Being a graduate doesn't mean you cannot farm. Maybe it's the person's mentality that is hurting the person. You have to do something, work. When the Almighty God created us, it was farming that we were doing, our forefathers were doing. But I think those who are afraid to also venture into that farming sector is due to funds. But whatever decision that you take, if you persevere, your dreams will come true. Yes. So they shouldn't say they are graduates, so they are not farming. They should try and farm. Because you farm, if you cannot enter into animal farming, there are a lot of farming sectors. You can enter into vegetables, crops, a whole lot. I had last 2 years, I cultivated some maize. Last year too, this place, some maize too. This year too, I've started some farms at that side. I'm still working, trying to achieve something. So farming is good. But now, they are not here. They were 4, but now they are not here because you won't get permanent people to work for you here. Maybe unless it takes some time. So we are relying on the GHS students who had completed, and they too, they had to further their studies, and they've left.
Is it that they are not being paid or?
I pay them. But as I said, this work that I'm doing, even if you listen to people, you will not do it. So how will someone allow the child to come and then help you? The child has to also find something doing. We are paying them.
So what are your real challenges?
Financial constraints always is the problem. As we are doing this, I don't have any support from anywhere. It's only my husband and at times my dad who supports me. So they have been sending money, and my husband is a teacher. So whatever he earns, then he puts in. We were fortunate to apply for the stimulus package. We had some fun, and then we resorted to some people who would lend us some money with some interest. Because I know the nature of my work, I've taken that, and then this is the outcome. Yes, I want to have the processing plant. If not around this area, somewhere western, east central region, I would like to have the processing plant over there and understand big time, because there are so many business, agri-business that are in mind that this 𝐍𝐚𝐭𝐢𝐨 company will later bring on board. Yes.
So did you study at school?
Yes.
At which level?
Oh, GSS.
Which school?
𝐬𝐭𝐢𝐨 College. Yes. Actually, I like farming. If not for the fact that
Born in a family of farms?
somehow. But even when I was young, I never even went to farm. But as time goes on and as I was growing up, I saw the essence of the importance of farming. So I had to. I will encourage each and everyone who wants to go into farming not to think that the person is either a female, so the person will not enter into farming, or a graduate, or the person will not farm. We are all to farm, do our little best, and then help the country grow. Because if this thing that I'm doing, if we are to have a lot of people around this place, I learned there is a factory at this place. If we are able to supply the factory, then the country, the president's idea, his agenda will be fruitful. But if we don't get raw materials to supply the factory, what is the essence of the factory being there? So we shouldn't limit ourselves and say we are graduates and we are into government work, so we are not doing anything. No, we can do something small and then help ourselves so that we won't rely on the foreigners. We should produce what we eat here.